So today we're critiquing a submission on the Assam flood crisis, covering official statements, a big development loan, and a 4,000-year climate study. Let's dive right into the first major area for improvement. The submitted material isolates the official government narrative from the actual disaster data.
Right, yeah. So the weakness here is that you've got government claims that everything is normal in one section, and then the raw reports of severe damage are just buried pages later.
Exactly. By separating them, the tension completely evaporates.
It really does. So to fix this disconnect, you could directly juxtapose those conflicting narratives to highlight the local community's struggle against, bureaucratic downplaying.
Oh, I see. Like putting him side by side?
Yeah, just for one possible example, imagine placing the forest official's quote, calling the water mere seasonal waterlogging, right next to the hard data.
Right. The data showing like 82 human deaths and 173 submerged forest camps.
And the 17 drowned animals in Kaziranga. Just right there together.
Wait, if we slam those facts right up against a quoted official, doesn't that risk reading as an aggressive attack rather than, objective reporting?
Well, I see why you'd think that, but it's actually the opposite. You aren't editorializing at all. You were simply placing a subjective assessment next to verified data.
Just stating facts?
Exactly. It just creates an objective, fact-based reality check.
Yeah, I guess letting the math do the heavy lifting avoids the need for any dramatic commentary. The friction between the word waterlogging and a massive death toll speaks entirely for itself.
Absolutely.
So once the reader grasps that severe reality on the ground through that juxtaposition, their next natural question is what is actually being done to fix this?
Right, which brings us to the second major area for improvement. The modern structural fixes funded by the $182 million development loan are evaluated in total isolation.
Yeah, they are never tested against the historical pattern of intense river instability found in the Majuli Island study.
Right, so the weakness is we are missing the chance to use that ancient ecological record as a critical lens to judge the loan's true long-term value.
Okay, so for a specific way to do this, maybe the writer could compare the short-term fix of building 63 kilometers of river embankments against the historical study.
Yeah, against the proof that dense forest cover provided actual resilience during past climate shifts. Keep in mind, this is just one way to merge the data.
So it's basically like putting a stiff, rigid bandage on a snake that's constantly moving and shedding its skin. Eventually, the river just breaks the bandage.
That is a really helpful analogy, actually. And looking at the 4,000-year history proves it.
Because during extreme climate shifts, it was always the dense forest cover that survived, right? Not rigid boundaries.
Exactly. So, when you pull that historical data into the financial analysis, you can show how the loan's nature-based agroforestry plans actually align perfectly with thousands of years of natural mechanics.
Oh, wow. That totally shifts the entire focus from just tracking where the money goes to evaluating whether we are investing in proven ecological survival.
It's so much stronger.
Well, to wrap up this critique, we have two main structural shifts to recommend. First, juxtapose sunny official quotes directly against the actual flood damage data to highlight the reality on the ground.
And second, measure the modern $182 million financial loan against the ancient 4,000-year climate data to evaluate its long-term value.
Yeah. By placing those conflicting facts side by side and using deep history to test today's policies, this material will become incredibly robust. Please submit your revised work back in again for more feedback.